So, does God test faith of his people? I think he certainly does test faith of his people sometimes, at least sometimes. One of the prime examples is of Abraham and Isaac. We know that God tested the faith of Abraham. And then we have other places where God does test. One thing we should understand is that there's a difference between testing and tempting. God does not tempt anybody to sin, but he does test, and we have many examples. And one of the other examples of God testing faith is found in the book of Joshua. In Joshua chapter 3, verse 15, this is what it says: When those who carried the ark came into the Jordan, and the feet of the priest carrying the ark were dipped in the edge of the water, for the Jordan overflows all its banks all the days of harvest. Now, there are a couple of things I want you to notice here. First of all, these priests are carrying the ark on their shoulders to cross the Jordan River. When Moses died, Joshua took the lead of Israel, the nation of Israel. So Joshua was the new Moses, so to speak. And now, like the Red Sea, how they crossed the Red Sea, they are crossing the Jordan River here. It's full. The phrase Jordan overflows all its bank, it should be rather translated, is full up to all its banks, that is brimful. So the river is brimful. It's full. It's overflowing. And then God asked them to cross that river. Does God part? Does he part the river first? No. The priest here had to step in that brimful of a river, and they had to step in it before it could part. Then the power of God, the presence of God manifested, and it separated the river so they could cross the Jordan River, not before they stepped in the water. And I think this is one of the examples of God's severe testing of their faith. They were tested, and the priest here, imagine you being the priest. Imagine you had to step in that water, and it's full, and you have ark on your shoulders here, and you're wondering, how are we going to cross this full river? And that's the kind of faith they needed at the moment. And God supplied that faith as well. But today in Jesus Christ, we have much more and many reasons to have faith stronger than these priests. So, in your own personal life, when you're met with adversity, when you encounter challenges, when you encounter decisions that are tough to make, do you have faith? If not, you can take encouragement from this verse today that these priests had to step in the water first in order to see the parted river. Maybe today you may have to step in the water too. I hope this encourages you today.